In the year 2006, while trading the Forex market, I discovered that all financial markets in the world, no matter what they are all being controlled in advance by a computer program and are not really trading as is believed and being portrayed by the media. I would like to show you how all the markets are being controlled by a computer by just proving it to you very easily with the charts. This right here says ES December 2019. This is the YM for December 2019. This is the NQ for December 2019. Now let me show you what those are. Here is CNBC. Here is the US markets. This DJIA is the YM. It's the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This S&P 500 is the ES. It's the S&P 500 index. And the one that says NQ is the Nasdaq. That's the Nasdaq index. These all represent stocks. This one represents 30 stocks. This one represents 500 stocks. And this one represents the entire Nasdaq market of stocks. So let's go back to the chart, to the charts. Here is the E-mini S&P 500. Here is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And here is the Nasdaq. Now, I would like to focus your attention on the charts themselves. Look how the ES and the YM and the NQ are all identical to each other. They both go down right at the beginning. All three go down right at the beginning. Then they continue to go down again. Go down again, go down again. Then they go down and bottom out down here, bottom out down here, bottom out down here, and then bounce back up a little bit. Bounce back up a little bit. Bounce back up a little bit. Then they come back down, come back down, come back down, and then they bounce back up, and they come up to this point here, and then they come back down. They come up to this point here, then they come back down. They come up to this point here, then they come back down. All identical to each other. And yet, this one's supposed to represent 500 stocks. This one's supposed to represent 30 stocks. And the Nasdaq has thousands of stocks. How could this one represent 500, this one represent 30, and this one represent thousands of stocks, and yet their charts all look identical? Well, I could just tell you as a scientist, there is no mathematical chance. In a trillion to a trillion squared, there is no mathematical chance of it whatsoever. Period. Anybody that says otherwise is a lunatic completely. So what's really happening then? What's really happening is all of these markets are being controlled in advance by a computer. That's right. Now here's the good news. You want to make some money? Because when you know how the computer works, what the computer is going to do before it does it. In other words, you know the code to the computer. You know the script to the computer. You know how it's scripted out, what it's going to do. You broke the script, right? Then you know what's going to happen before it happens. So when you know what's going to happen before it happens, you can do nothing but make money. An insane amount of money. Now what you're seeing right here is my trading room. We traded these instruments, although instead of the NQ, we traded CL, which is oil. The reason why I brought the NQ up here is because I just wanted to show that all three of these indexes, which is supposed to represent all the stocks out there, are all being controlled by a computer. And so are all the stocks. Google, Facebook, Twitter, all of them. Apple, IBM, AMD, you name it. Every single stock there is. And not just in the USA, but worldwide. Japanese stocks, Chinese stocks, all stocks, everywhere in the world, are all being controlled by a computer in advance, not just the indexes themselves. All currencies, all currency pairs, all Forex trading pairs are all being controlled in advance by a computer. All bonds, Bitcoin, everything. Everything in the world. There is not one thing anywhere in the world that I'm familiar with that isn't being controlled in advance by a computer. All markets worldwide. But again, here's the good news. If you have money to trade with, you can make yourself a lot of money. You can come into my trading room and start making money. It's as simple as that. We are nailing the trades every day in the trading room. And the reason for that, again, is because all markets are being controlled in advance by a computer program. And I broke the script to this program all the way back in the year 2006. And I'll tell you, this is forbidden knowledge right here. This is forbidden knowledge. This is something that people aren't supposed to be knowing. This is the sort of thing they kill you for. It's the sort of thing they gang stalk you for. It's the sort of thing they slander you all over the place for and try to smear you all over the internet, calling you a scammer, a fraud, blah, 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 blah. Because why? Well, because they don't want people to know. They don't want people to know that all of the markets worldwide are being controlled in advance by a computer program. That is knowledge that people are not supposed to know about. You know what I say? Too bad. I'm a scientist. I want my credit for breaking the code to the financial markets. I will be happy with a Nobel Prize. Thank you very much. No? You don't want to give me a Nobel Prize? Okay, no problem. Well, I still want my recognition. I broke the codes to the worldwide global financial markets. When do I get my recognition? Which magazine you going to put it in? Wall Street Journal? Going to put me on CNBC? I'm still waiting. It's been 9 years now, and I still haven't gotten any invitations to CNBC. No, Bloomberg hasn't tried to contact me. Russia Today hasn't tried to contact me. I'm still waiting for my invitation, gentlemen. I'm a scientist. I broke the codes. Anybody want to wake up? Calling all traders, calling all news reporters, calling all bloggers, calling all YouTube bloggers. Here's the information. Here's the proof. I've got all the knowledge. I broke the codes. You could be making an absolute fortune at the markets. You don't believe it? I'll tell you what, why don't you humor me then? Come on into the trading room. Sign up and subscribe. What's the worst that's going to happen to you? That you're going to get ripped off a few $100s? But what if I'm saying is true? And you can stand to make $10,000 a week? No problem. $20,000 a week. Would it be worth it to you to take the risk? And if it is some sort of a scam, you can always complain. You can complain through PayPal. You can complain to your bank and say, "Hey, guys, scam me, blah blah blah." Right? You got a way to get out from the scam, a legitimate way, right? Whether you do come into my trading room, whether you do purchase my video courses or not, I just want the world to know, and I want my recognition as a scientist that I broke the codes to the worldwide financial markets. And I don't care that there is a great deal many people out there who don't want me to reveal this information. I don't care. It's just as simple as that. I want my recognition that I broke the codes. because it took me a long time to break the codes. There's many thousands of hours invested into this, breaking the codes. And I deserve worldwide recognition for having done so. It's just that simple. Anyway, come into my trading room, see for yourself. Take the chance. Take the leap of faith. Take the risk. If you don't take any risks in life, you're not going to get anywhere at all, except for in the poverty house. Seriously. If you want to play it safe in life and just have a job, all it's going to do is you're going to get poor over time through inflation. Everybody's learning that lesson now. The only way to stay ahead of the game, to stay ahead of inflation, and not become poor, not lose your money, is through some sort of business of some kind. Your own business doing something or your own business trading. Since all the markets are being controlled by a computer and I'm teaching how that works at my website, how to take advantage of it, you have the golden opportunity right from home, no overhead, to make money. Now, not everybody can do it because not everybody has the aptitude and the discipline to be able to be a trader. But for those of you that do, this is a golden opportunity staring at you in the face right here. And all you got to do is pay a few $100s to come into my trading room for a month to see for yourself whether it's total BS or whether it's true. And if it's true, as I say, then you can make nothing but money from it. But I'm just telling you right now, I'm a scientist and everything I'm saying is 100% true, and I'm showing it to you right in front of your eyes. There is no way to fake this. Don't listen to any of these con artists, criminals who don't want you to know this information. There is no way to fake this information. I could zoom in, I could zoom out, I could show you. I've got days and days and days. This is all us trading in the trading room. Nailed the trade coming down, nailed the trade going up. Day after day after day, we're in the trading room nailing these trades, making money. And guess what? I nailed this trade coming all the way down. Almost 200 ticks, 180 ticks down off the Dow and then the ES. We weren't trading the NQ, but it doesn't matter whether you trade the NQ, whether you trade the ES, or whether you trade the YM. It makes no difference. They're all the same. All of the system, my whole system works the same on all of them. It's the biggest wool being pulled over everybody's eyes in the world, the entire world, globally, in every country there is. It's the biggest wool there is being pulled over everyone's eyes. And, you know, here we have this problem with, there's a group of people out there who seriously do not want me to talk about this in public, and they're trying to put a tremendous amount of pressure on me and smear me all over the internet and make me look stupid and everything like that, or try to make me look stupid. And then you've got the other people who are totally ignorant, don't believe anything, tell them anything, you could show them all the proof there is, and they don't want to listen. They just simply don't want to listen. It's like they're the ultimate sheep in life and believe what it is they're told to believe by the television. The television has all the truth. You know, if it comes on television, it comes on the newspaper, it's written in a magazine, it's true. Not realizing that all of those things are absolute 100% non-truth on an exceedingly complex level. You wanted to know if the Matrix really does exist? It does. Just look at everybody. Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, everybody, CNBC, Jim Cramer, everybody thinks that the markets are trading in a free market and people are buying and selling, and that is why they are going up and down. But is it true? Do all of these people have the truth? Yes or no? The answer, no. They do not have the truth. They are ignorant. I have the truth as a scientist because I broke the code to the markets. It's a very in-depth accomplishment. But you can't wake them up because they don't want to listen. It's like watching history unfold over and over and over again. The same human nature, the same history, the same outcome just keeps repeating itself over and over and over again throughout generation after generation after generation. And multitudes of generations, 10 generations, 20 generations, and this history just keeps repeating in one country after another. It's really quite remarkable. If you've never studied history, you should do so and get some books on it, because the more you learn about it, the more you realize that there is no changing anything. Everything will happen just as it has happened in the past. Same thing, same outcome. Is that people don't know what's happened in the past. And so, but it's interesting as a scientist to watch it actually unfold in front of your eyes, to actually discover this grand discovery, and then people don't want to listen. And that is quite interesting. That means that you can discover one of the most profound discoveries ever made in world history, and people don't want to listen. That's interesting. That's different, than what I thought when I was a kid. If you discovered something, and I always wanted to discover something as a scientist. I always wanted to make a breakthrough or help people in health or something like that, right? Be significant in some way. I always thought if I did, I would be, quite popular, and people would thank me for that, and I could be recognized in some way, right? Little did I know that if you actually do have something that's actually real, and that doesn't, when I'm talking about with health, everything, if it's actually really real, if it actually really were to help people, if it actually were the truth, it would be stopped, it would be blocked, it would be bought out, it would be gotten rid of. Simple as that. And the people who came up with it would go to jail, or they would be killed. One of the two. That's the real reality. And everything that is portrayed as being something that's real and good and works is a total scam. Done on purpose. So I'm just telling you, there is an agenda out there by a very powerful people who are doing everything that they can to make everything that is a scam, which they're behind, look real and popular, and that everybody loves, and everybody gives likes, and everybody comments. And at the same time, anything that's real, that actually really does work, and that is good for you in any way, they will slander it, smear it, discredit it. They will gang stalk the person doing it, and or imprison the person, put them into prison, or kill them. But they won't allow somebody real to speak any real truth. So I'm at odds with these people. I'm at odds with that kind of a system, with that kind of a world. I want the exact opposite of that world. And I'm not going to stand for it. I don't care who these people think they are in person. They are not my equal. I'm not just a scientist. And I can just tell you right now, even at 52 years old, they are not my equal in any way, shape, or form. Their only power comes through lies, deception, and hiring people, thugs, to lie about you, discredit you, slander you, gang stalk you, and or kill you. That's all. That's the only power that they have. And they think that they're really smart for having that power. I laugh at them and mock them and make fun of them here publicly on this YouTube video. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to conclude this video for all people. Don't let anybody fool you. All of the markets are being controlled in advance by a computer program. Later, I will come onto camera in future videos, and we're going to talk about the implications of this so that you can really begin to wake up and start to get angry. Because that's what you need to do. You need to start getting angry. It's that simple. Don't worry. I'll get you there. Just give me a chance to come on camera and start showing you what the implications are. And then you'll understand why you need to be angry. Until then, why not make some money? It's here for the taking. You get to take the very money from the people who are trying to take your money. That's right. They are doing things behind your back without you realizing what's really going on, and they're taking your money from you in ways that you never thought of before, that you don't see, that you're being blinded to on purpose. But they're taking your money from you, and ultimately what happens? You become poor. This is your chance, your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in this life to take their money from them. They are the casino. You are the patron. They think you're going to come in and lose your money to them because they've got it all set up you got it set up in such a way as to fake you out on which direction it's going to go through their program. And they plan to take your money from you. But if you know what you're doing, you can come in to their casino and take their money from them. Now you understand one of the reasons why they get so pissed off about it? They don't want you to take their money from them. The whole game of everything that's going on is for them to take your money without you being smart enough to realize how or why they're doing it. That's the whole game. It's right in the Talmud. You could look it up for yourself. Well, here's my game. I broke the codes. We get to take their money from them. And there's nothing that they can do about it. Sound like fun? Come on in the trading room, where the rubber meets the road every day. See you there.